girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
All right, hello everyone, and welcome Crash here, the Zarte Motorsports. We are back. So if you were in the stream that we did earlier today, I apologize about that. My modem actually decided that it didn't want to be a modem anymore and just wanted to become a paperweight. So I'm not really sure what happened, went on their customer service line, and it seemed to work out just fine. So now it's actually working again. So we'll try it. Hopefully it's just a fluke. Hopefully it's just a one-time deal. But yeah, it actually completely shut us down right at the start of the race too, which kind of frustrates me a little bit, but we're going to have another chance to do it. So we're going to jump back in to iRacing. I did also, it gave me a real moment to go and try to optimize my stream settings. We're now streaming using the AV1 codec, and we got to lower the bit rates down a little bit. So if you're in, definitely let me know if you notice any differences from one stream to another. Probably not, because AV1 is really good. So it's really efficient as far as utilizing your computer resources. So I know a lot of you all out there stream as well. I just wanted to put that out there. If you do have a GPU that's capable of AV1 encoding, definitely maybe give it a shot. I don't know why I wasn't using it. I used to use it, kind of went away from it. I think I was trying to troubleshoot some YouTube related issues. But let's see here. We are going to be jumping into iRacing GT3 Regional Tour Americas. So if you want to jump in and race with us, definitely jump in there. And I want to make sure that everything is working with chat. So we're going to test that in just a second. Get the headset on. All right, so the headset's working, and let's make sure that audio is working as well. We'll use this one here, and I'm going to write my normal hello everyone. All right. Beautiful. All right, it is working. And yeah, so let's jump in. It looks like the next race session is going to be starting in 30 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, the nice thing that I'm noticing though, it's not my computer for once that's giving me the issues. We were having long-standing issues with the computer kind of shutting down on us and really giving us a hard time, and we're not really experiencing that now for once. For now, it's actually other issues like our modem. But yeah, I'm waiting for the registration. I'm waiting for the modem to open up so that way we can jump on in. That was interesting. I actually noticed that crew chief was going through Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. It was going through both desktop and my mic. So we'll see if we could also, because I don't want any repeated audio. There we go. All right, so now we could register for the race session. We're going to jump back in that Mustang. That Mustang was actually a lot of fun, surprisingly amounts of fun. And if you weren't in that stream earlier, I met a Skip Barber racing instructor who's also an iRacer, pretty much like pro-ish level driver. I'm guessing he is. He races in the Optima battery series with his C8 Corvette. He's in iRacing, and he told me I need to try the Ford Mustang GT3, and he's a Chevy guy. And he's like, I'm not a Ford guy, but you really need to try it. And then today, talking with Jesse, he echoed the same thing. So we're trying it. We purchased the Mustang in iRacing, and we're going to give it a shot. Without a doubt, at that point, we have to. I mean, that's too many people kind of saying the same thing. We need to then jump in and give it a shot. All right, so we got iRacing loading up right now. It's only at 5%. Hopefully, I mean, with the settings that I did now, hopefully it's really optimized and we can boost the settings back up, because I really lowered a lot of the settings just to get it to kind of play nice. Even though last night we were getting 90 frames per second, It was looking gorgeous, and we were live streaming today. I was getting artifacting on the screens and everything like that. I do want to say though, I do have a 5090 that's going to be hopefully delivering soon. So we're definitely going to take a look at that. I'm going to compare the two, do a review going from 4090 to 5090. Kind of waited until, you know, GPUs were really starting to stabilize and you could find them for MSRP, because I mean, there's a lot of companies right now just price gouging. A lot of sellers are also price gouging and asking still a lot more than MSRP, which is a shame, because you can find them at MSRP now. You just really have to look, and I got lucky. I just got lucky. So, but yeah, it's definitely a lot more attainable now than it ever used to be. I also wonder if game capture is actually going to work. It wasn't working last night, even though browser seemed to be working just fine. But we'll definitely take that into account here. Yep, game capture is working. Yeah, game capture is working. Okay, let's move this over. But all of my Race Labs stuff is not working. So let's refresh it. Go through remove, refresh them all. All right, there we go. So we are back in. So let's throw the headset on. So far, it seems like it's running really... I've seen a little bit of artifacting on the screen. I don't know why between yesterday and today we're having that difference. Now it's showing the automatic IPD adjustment is unfortunately not going off the screen. So I think, because my hair's a little bit wet, I think I kind of got a little bit on the sensors themselves and they couldn't do their job. All right. So it is performing a little bit better. I am still getting a little bit of that still on the screen there. There we go. So now you could all hear. All right, there we go. This feels pretty natural here. Let's get out on the track.
Speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
Let this guy go ahead. So again, the race session is going to be starting soon.
Okay, great. Exit's clear. Stay wherever you want.
Norman Robinson. Greetings from the Bermuda Islands. Smiling face with sunglasses, thumbs up, medium dark skin tone.
Right.
What's going on, Norman?
Right.
Sorry about that earlier. My modem actually stopped working, so I lost all my internet. We'll let him go. But yeah, Norman, I was going to tell you, I actually have a 5090 coming now. I ended up getting one from Zotac from their store page. They had the OC in stock. So I got it directly from them. My current 4090 is a Zotac. So I'm actually very excited about that. I think it's a gaming OC. But it's nice to see that they had it in stock and I was able to get it at their normal price. Shipping wasn't too bad, considering it wasn't like an Amazon purchase, you know.
Right side. Hold your line.
Hey Norman.
Big right.
Wow. Can you tell me, does the steering wheel and the gauge look centered on the screen, or is it way far off to like one side or another? I want to make sure you guys are not just like staring at the ceiling or anything crazy.
Left side. Still there. Hold on. You're clear left.
Oh. Everyone's having a hard time. So far in the race session, we only got about 18 people registered. The early race had a little bit more. We'll see.
2.9 off the pace.
Hopefully our modem doesn't die again on us. All right, there we go. Count's going up, 21. Ah, we spun it. Let these guys go by.
Norman Robinson. No, everything looks even better this evening. Thumbs up, medium dark skin tone, 100 points, smiling face with sunglasses.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for your help. Really need to turn in earlier on that corner. I'm missing the apex. And I'm going really out wide, and you can see I'm like losing time on the exit. A lot of that has to do with we're still learning this car.
Car edge just 128, 114.
Oh.
On your right, you're the right.
Oh man. Oh well, what can you do? Good thing it's a practice. Race session should be starting real soon.
The exit is clear. Get what you can. D18.
whole tires are killer. Absolutely killer. Let's see, we got a car 3 seconds back. Let's try to force a little bit of heat in them. Wow. Big problem with this practice session, there's so much debris on the track. Still trying to get heat in the tires. That was a slide. We slid right into that.
Sector 2 is 1.5 off the pace.
Cool, we're up in the almost 60 drivers right now registered for this race session. There we go.
Okay, great. The leader is just 120, 128.
We're going off.
You gotta watch the track.
On the left. Your left.
Let this guy go.
Your left.
We're at 60 drivers now.
D23.
Little slidey.
Sector 2 1.9 seconds. Off the pace.
Oh man. All right, let's go back to the pits. I'm still getting this artifacting across my screen. I know you guys don't see it, but what I think I'm actually going to do is there's an option
97% right
to kind
here,
of
98.
help your situation, and it's basically just having the frame rate. Because I notice when it's like in the 50s, it's like struggling. It wants to go to the 90 as much as possible, and it's kind of having a little bit of an issue there. So what I'm going to do is the I'm going to put this back to 2, and we're going to get out of here. So far we have 72 cars registered for the race session. Everything else is looking pretty good. We got 11 minutes until the race session starts. So we got a little time to try this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to half the frame rate and have it hold that half frame rate, which is going to be like reprojected. So lock to half frame rate. I'm also going to hit in area mask, Pimax priority rendering. I'm going to put that on performance.
Norman Robinson. Everything appears to be very stable overall this evening. Thumbs up medium dark skin tone 100 points OK hand medium skin tone.
Thank you. Thank you. In the headset, it's all running really smooth as far as what I'm perceiving, but I am getting this like artifacting across the screen that just like pops in and out, which is what we were not getting last night once I got everything working really well. So a little bummed to see that it's still happening, even though I thought the settings that I had were optimal and we were good to go. And I thought maybe lowering down the stream settings and then going to AV1 encodec, which was a lot more efficient with your computer's resources. I thought that was all going to fix the issues we were having, but it doesn't seem like it is, unfortunately. So let's jump back in the stream. We still got about like 5-6 minutes. I want to see exactly kind of what things are looking like and how we're going. Again, a lot of this may get fixed when we get to 5090, actually receive it and installed. But you know, when I'm not in stream, I could basically pump the settings way high and I'm getting a steady 90 and it seems to run just fine. So I know it has to do with like resources with me streaming. And what it kind of comes down to also is like, if we were dual PC streaming, a lot of this wouldn't be an issue, right? So, but I do have another PC, but it just pumps out a lot of heat and takes a lot of electricity out of the room. And then, you know, during series where we have like big impacts, and our motion rig really needs to move real fast, I've had the circuit breaker shut the room down. So it's a balance. It's a balance we got here, and I really need to like maintain the balance as much as possible.
120, 28.
All right. Let's see what it looks like inside. All right, much, much better. Okay. I am still seeing a flicker of trying to hold my eye still. It's right now trying to figure out my eye position, and it looks like it's not able to. So I guess, like, again, my hair is a little bit wet. So it does like the headset position really well. There it goes. Okay. But if it for whatever reason, has an issue seeing your eyes.
Matching car and track data found in sim experience
It can kind of have a little bit of issue
profile modified.
getting your IPD, because it automatically sets your IPD every time you put on your headset, which is really good for if you have multiple people trying out the headset. It'll in real time change the IPD for each driver immediately. So I'm not really seeing the artifacting too much. It is still happening though, which is unfortunate.
Sadie Panama. I'm back.
Sadie, what's going on? I know you just got back, so just to
Sadie
quickly
Panama.
recap.
Well, you're back.
Yeah, and I'm back too. My internet modem died on me, so I didn't have to buy a new one or anything. I just had to talk to customer service through my internet provider and get mine back online, which really, I mean, it took probably about 20-30 minutes, but I missed a race, and then I had things I had to do, so unfortunately we ended up missing that race. But yeah, it is a lot better. It's a lot less like, but I am still getting a little bit of that flicker, which is a little bit annoying. But we are able to hold our frame rate, which is really nice. Let's see, once we actually go on track and we get away from pits, let's see how it looks.
Okay,
Oh, we're gonna get black flag.
traffic behind. Watch
Sadie
out, black
Panama.
flag.
Bring it in here.
That's gonna cost you by one to some time.
I'm sorry, what was that, Sadie? If you could just say that again. Crew chief was talking at the same time as it was reading your message.
You've got 3 laps to surface one.
Just taking my time getting some heat in the tires, so I don't do that. We did it anyway. Get off the track, get off the track. I was afraid I was just like sitting in the middle of the track. Thank goodness for practice sessions, huh? You can get out all the spinning in the middle of the practice session. What I really need to test is streaming over using my CPU instead of my GPU. Even though the GPU is like so much more efficient. it's
Sadie
supposed-
Panama. You know it would be crazy you having a drift set up.
Yeah, so I actually still have my old Prosimu motion rig. And I always thought like if I had a setup where I had more room in the room, setting up another PC and that motion rig and setting that one up for like rally and
Your left.
drifting.
Clear, your left.
That's a future
Cars
goal
and
because
copies.
right now I don't have any room.
Look who is back.
Okay, we need to surface
Fingers
one
crossed
next 2 laps.
Xfinity stays up.
Oh my gosh, right? Let's see how much time we have until
Cars and
race session
copies.
starts.
Right front, 99%. Rear right, 99.
All right, so we only got about like 3-4 minutes till the race session starts. Let's see if we could, now that we have it working pretty well. Let's see if we could get maybe just a little bit more out of it. I'm going to turn these off. I don't know why, but I want to see if this helps anything.
Norman Robinson. So, with the new Pimax Crystal Super, Do you think you can finally consider replacing monitors altogether now? Thinking face while only using a small monitor 17 etc. as backup? Thinking face.
So no matter what, I would need a monitor because I like to live stream and have videos. So there's gonna have to be a monitor here no matter what. Right now, I'm still like fine tuning to make it reliable. So last night, again, we had this MSAA at 8 times, right? We had this on natural. We were doing a lot of, let's see, let me actually put this back on simple. I mean, I haven't changed the settings, and from last night to today, I'm gonna quit out of here and we're gonna restart Iracing to see. From last night to today, all of a sudden we're at like 45 frames per second, and then experiencing that glitchy sort of graphical artifact that we were experiencing earlier yesterday as we were adjusting settings. It could very well be my PC setup. Very well could be, but it's not like a reliable experience as far as what I'm experiencing. And that doesn't mean it has anything to do
Norman
with the headset.
Robinson.
It's just,
Hi, at Cars and Coffees,
it doesn't
smiling
mean
face with sunglasses 100 points okay hand medium skin tone.
it doesn't mean it's a VR related issue as far as this headset. It's just an issue that I'm experiencing, and I have yet to determine, because last night we ended up having an amazing setup as far as, you know, having the stream going with 90 frames per second. It looked beautiful. It worked really well. There was no glitching artifact on the inside of the headset. And today I'm noticing it's like struggling to hit 90 at the same track with the same amount of cars on the track. So I'm not really sure what the answer is there and why that's happening. It's going to take for me to really benchmark the PC and look at how all the systems are running as far as CPU and GPU and RAM, and see exactly if I can pinpoint, like, is there a Windows update going on in the background? Is there, you know, like, is there a process running that I really need to shut down? Like, what is going on in the background that's causing from last night to today to be such a big difference, right? And that's the only thing that's kind of preventing me. Besides the fact that I like to look at my wheels, and it's harder in VR to really get your wheel like set up and utilize all the buttons, because you can't see your wheel, right? And my wheel has a ton of buttons on it, and I can't really utilize it to its full extent without really getting comfortable with memory. And then I have a button box here that I like to use, and I could use only a few things that I could feel for, but it's just harder when you have a lot of buttons that you count on in VR, getting used to that. I wish there was a way through pass-through, like putting maybe a QR code on your wheel and one on your button box, so it knows that you want to track those things in your VR space. And then you could bring your button box into your VR space. That would be $1 million idea. And that would be awesome, because I'm sure Flight Sim community would absolutely love that too. Oh, it says race in the top corner. But we're not there yet.
Sadie Panama. Jesse, you're back.
So I don't know. I think I'm still undecided. I think I still need to do a little bit more research, a little bit more investigations into it. And once I know for sure, that's when I'll let you guys know. Like, if I think, I mean, the experience that I had last night with live streaming was amazing. And if you would have asked me last night, I would have said yes, for sure. But now I'm kind of a little bit frustrated that it seems like we regressed a little bit, even though none of the settings changed.
Hi, Sadie.
Yeah, even though like we haven't changed any settings, I don't know why we're having issues right now as far as like maintaining that 90. So it's, I don't know. I need to look into exactly what's happening. Why is it happening that way? And then we'll kind of go from there. All right, so we're in the race session.
Matching car and track data found in Sim Experience database. Profile modified.
But overall, I mean, this headset is insane. If you could get it, like right now, it's a lot better than it was when we just started today. I'm still getting a little bit of glitching here and there. But if you could get it looking like we did last night, where it's at 90 and we had like 8 times MSAA going, it was super sharp, very smooth, and it felt extremely natural. There's a good amount of binocular overlap in this headset where it feels natural to your eyes. Your eyes don't get fatigued, nowhere near as much as I experienced with other headsets like the MetaQuest 3. And that's one thing I noticed with you know, other headsets, like taking them off, my eyes kind of feel sore and tired. I don't really get that with this headset. And granted, it could be the automatic IPD. It could be it telling me exactly where it is on my face and, you know, where center is. So that way I'm putting it on perfectly every time. And the lenses are absolutely gorgeous. It has the potential, as long as the experience is reliable as monitors are. And I think right now with what I'm experiencing, there could be something in my system, or it could be just inherent to VR still. But we'll see. And then, you know, we're definitely gonna be able to rule it out when we get the 5090 in. Nope, too much. I'm just getting myself centered in the car with the 0 button, so I feel good. All right, this qualifying.
I'm playing Need for Speed LOL.
There you go. On PS4, 5, what are you playing it on? PC? I remember going to my local library and playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the original one, on their PCs.
Sadie
That was
PS4 limited edition.
nice. Yeah, if someone could look up when Need for Speed Hot Pursuit first came out. Somewhere in the 90s. I don't know if it's like 97, 98. Green flag's out. Ah, that was terrible. Tires are still not up to temperature. It's nice to have a clean track surface. But I gotta say, in VR, being able to feel the depth or tell the depth of where everything is, and being able to place your tires in a natural way is something else. Being able to actually feel the scope. That's kind of where the big deal is. You get a real sense for where you are on the track. All right, so our fastest was only a 124.3. One thing I definitely always have noticed too is at first, I'm always a little bit slower in VR, and that is pretty much like related to being overly cautious. You know, I'm always like very cautious when first in VR, and it's because you feel the depth and you kind of start to feel the speed. But it's a lot easier to feel where you are on the track and really kind of tell in a natural way with depth where you are in the apex of the turn and things like that. Doesn't mean it's going to make you a better driver. It's just going to feel a lot more natural than racing on screens. But yeah, there are 3 different. So I know, Norman, we were talking about it yesterday. There are 3 different inserts that you can put in this one, soon to be a 4th. So I have the 50 ppd model, which has like 128 to 130 degree FOV. I got to test it out and see what I actually notice. But it is noticeably larger than the Pimax Crystal Light, and definitely a lot bigger than the Meta Quest 3 as far as FOV. It's actually a good size FOV. And then they have their wide FOV model, which I believe has a little bit lower PPD. It does have a little bit less binocular overlap, so some people are reporting that they notice a little bit more eye strain, kind of similar to like the Meta Quest 3 type scenario. So if you have a Quest 3, you notice after like an hour or 2, your eyes start to feel a little bit tired. You're probably going to experience it there, but it is a noticeably wider FOV. And then they have the 57 ppd, which is a higher pixel density panel, but with a lower FOV, around 98 FOV. It very similar to a Meta Quest 3 and also the Pimax Crystal Light as far as FOV. But with that, you also get a sharper image. And with that sharper image, the interesting thing is I'm reading reports where people are saying that they're noticing an increase in performance because you have less pixels being rendered, as far as less of the image being rendered, I should say, in their resolution. But this is kind of like the sweet spot in the middle, and this is what comes standard, the 50 ppd. They do have an OLED insert that's coming out soon. And what I mean by insert is you can literally pop out the optical drivers section of this. It comes out as like a singular unit, and then you slide in the new unit there, and now you have an upgraded headset, depending on whatever you want to do. So you could have like your OLED model, you could have the wide model if you want to do like, you know, flight sims. You could have the OLED for like horror games, even though this has 1,000 fields per eye of dynamic backlighting. I forgot the actual term for it. But when it is dark in this headset, it feels like the pixels are turning off because that dynamic backlight, or the 1,000 fields of dynamic backlight, really makes it feel like the screens are off. Let's see. Where is my mouse? There it is. Lost my mouse there for a second. All right, let's start gridding up.
90 seconds.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the right.
All right.
The estimated SOF is 900.
I am going to increase the height of my driver a little bit.
Points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
Do feel like I'm a little bit low in the car. All right, so I ended up qualifying P4, which is awesome. I'll definitely take it. We're behind, or I should say next to Harry Foster. and that is P3. In front of me is Mike Kessner in the number 5 car, and then Corey Donahue in the number 7 car up there. So that's Porsche. Mike is driving the Corvette. Harry is driving, was that the Ferrari next to us? Looks like a Ferrari. May not be. Can't really tell. I'm assuming that's the Ferrari next to us. And we are in the Ford Mustang GT3. This is going to be my first race in this car here. Got 30 seconds till the race starts. And yeah,
Norman
we're going to be
Robinson. The 50 ppd is likely my go-to purchase for this HMD.
Yeah,
Thinking
yeah.
case though, I might consider the ultralight at some point in the future if I make this purchase. Thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Medium dark skin tone 100 points with medium skin tone.
Norman, do you have the 5090 or are you on the 4090? I don't know if you all saw what Jose said there. Jose said, rev your car if you dislike electric cars. I have nothing against electric cars, but, you know, I'm just being silly and revving. So that's actually the McLaren that was next to us. It wasn't, I thought it looked a little different. Oh, my tracking is acting up right now. Oh, there it goes. It came back. I don't know why tracking is acting up on and off. Making sure the cameras are good, and I have a feeling it's a computer resource issue. I'm gonna have to do a few races offline and really like get a feel for it when you're not live streaming. But also again, like I want to try to mess around with live streaming settings off the CPU, even though that's not really optimal. You can't use AV1, you can't use HVAC encoders. You know, you kind of lose out on a lot of that.
I'm still on the 4090. Grinning face with sweat, and I do drive an EV in my daily life. Hence the need for sim racing. Grinning face with sweat.
Yeah. No. I hear you, bud. I hear you. But like I said, I ended up picking up the 5090 from Zotac. They did have the Gigabyte OC card in stock at MSRP from Zotac themselves, so here we go, we're going. Oh, you're kidding me. What the heck was that about? Come on, guys. I just lost a bunch of positions getting whacked. Hopefully we don't have too much aero damage. Luckily we're not going to be going that fast on this circuit, but
There's an accident. Looks like it's off auto. Car to your right. Still there. Stay with them. There's a wreck. Looks like still there.
my tracking from my headset keeps going crazy. And it's making it hard to really see. is happening? He keeps coming back and going away. There we go. We're back to normal. All right, we're back to fairly normal, and we're at B9 currently. Oh, what the heck? All right, we avoided the wall. Darn it. Oh, man. We can make it. This is not going to be the race for my safety rating.
19. My rating is 0.9.
Oh man, the motion tracking went off again, and right now everything is kind of super blurry. I'm just trying to have my eyes follow it.
Norman Robinson. These guys are not driving well at all.
Well, the thing is, me neither, because I'm having my tracking kind of mess with me a little bit. Tracking is going on and off. This didn't happen at all earlier. Of course, it's got to happen in the middle of a race. I gotta make it by this guy. I think he's actually giving me the line.
There's an accident in. I think it's auto. Check your file.
Thank you. Now I gotta just try to catch these guys. I can't see anything.
Norman Robinson. Are you memory constrained in your PC? Thinking face.
You know, I have 30 gigs. I have 30 gigs of RAM. I think what I'm going to do is turn off direct access memory or direct access in the BIOS settings and see if that helps. Because last night, I mean, we had an amazingly beautiful 3-hour or over 3 hours, you know, practice session with tons of cars on the track. It was amazing. Today is very, very, very different, and I don't know what happened between last night and today. Could have been a Windows update. Oh my gosh, the tracking. So what happens is the headset. Sorry, Sadie, I didn't really catch what you're saying because crew chief was talking at the same time. If you could please repeat it. But yeah, whenever tracking goes off, it's like the motion that is being tracked in the headset is not matching what my head's actually doing, so it makes this like weird wobbly sort of effect, which is very disorienting, and I'm experiencing it again.
Sadie Panama. Sorry, I'm not commenting on Panama speed.
Oh, no, you're good. I think he's got damage. So I came to a dead stop on that turn. I can't see. It's so like, it's really disorienting. It's like the image is being shaken violently in front of you. I'm just going off of like, Apexes. Every time I see one of those come near me, I know to aim for it. That's why I'm not going after, like, trying to pass this guy. I feel like I can't do it safely. Right here, why not? All right, let's see if we can hold it.
Norman Robinson. Hey, Crash, now that you have your rhythm, what are your thoughts on the active
What are my thoughts on the active belt options? Or active pedal options? I need to boost the volume of Messenger. Of Chatbot, because this car is louder than the other cars I've been driving. I think you said active pedal options. I think they're potentially amazing. I just have never tried one. But being able to like really feel what the car is doing in the braking scenarios, as far as ABS, lockup, things like that, being able to like really mess with that in real time as your car is doing it, is going to just make you a more accurate driver and really give you that edge. And it'd be cool if you could set like, you know, thresholds before you start feeling ABS starting to kick in. But anything that could give you sensations that you would feel in real life is just going to give you an edge above everybody. Ooh, they almost snapped. Darn it, I just passed these guys. Now I gotta go past them again. I just really went after that kink way too much. I know. Just I can't really see too well with... I mean, the motion has come back to normal-ish. Keeps cutting in and out for like a split second at a time. Now it's completely whacked out. Now it's back. But that kink was me just overcooking that corner.
Does it work out? Yeah, maybe it might be.
Oh! Come on, dude. What are you doing? I came to a dead stop in the middle of that turn. I started sliding again there. I could definitely see the appeal of this Mustang. This Mustang is an animal, but I kind of feel like it is a little too sharp for me. I don't know. The BMW felt a little bit more safe to drive, but it's definitely a car I could get used to. I mean, look at that turn in there. Tracking. Oh, that was probably the worst. I can't see nothing. I think most people would have stopped and taken the headset off. It's really jarring. Oh, darn it.
Cars and coffees. Mustang likes to just needs to be more patient. Sometimes I'll use third gear in corners you think you need second for.
Oh, okay. So you go, like you were saying before, gear up.
There's a record. I think it's
How many laps are left in the race? Thinking pace.
We got 5 minutes left. I'm definitely, hopefully, going to be past Fabian, car ahead. It's just I need my tracking to be stopped. I just need my tracking to be more reliable, because up by the corkscrew and then around this area, it cuts out and my vision gets completely compromised. I can't really see what the heck I'm doing.
there's an accident in turn 4.
I'm really trying to roll on the throttle real slowly, Jesse. The tracking. I can't see nothing. Guys, I'm really trying my best, but tracking keeps coming in and out and blurring my vision big time. Definitely have to get this figured out. Whoo! I cannot see a darn thing. All right, we made it around them. Next car is Logan Britt, about 3 seconds ahead. I can't see. Can't see. Oh, I'm off track. Oh man, the frustration level I'm going through right now, I don't think you guys understand. Maybe Xfinity turning off earlier was trying to prevent this race from happening.
I was rooting for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Norman. I feel like, you know, as long as my tracking's fine and I could see what I'm doing, we probably would have been able to absolutely kill it. I mean, we qualified P4.
Since yesterday that may have changed settings.
I don't know. I don't know if there was a Windows update. I'm really not sure what the heck is happening. The only thing that's different is we purchased this car today. Driving this car today. That's the only variable. And I've been trying to revert back settings that should make it easier to run. And it seems to be easier to run. And now all of a sudden, tracking seems to be behaving this lap. Let's see what happens here, because it kept happening here also. Yeah, now everything's behaving, and I think it's because people are getting off track. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what's happening.
Cars and copies. Car shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Shouldn't at all. I mean,
Good job. Section.
Is there a new Pimax Slam update available?
no, so when I installed this headset yesterday, I did all the recent updates that there would be. Oh, wow. That was extremely frustrating. Let's take a look at that first lap. I'm kind of curious. We did 16 laps here of just not great. All right, here we go. So you see us? We're the blue Mustang right there, blue and black. So that motion tracking issue that I had was not present at all during any of the practice sessions, even though we had a bunch of cars on track. Yeah, he just ran right into us. Okay. I was wondering, like, because I was experiencing tracking issues right then too, and it was kind of hard for me to see what was going on. I was just like vaguely following the car ahead of me. But yeah, let's go to chase camera. Actually, we'll do chopper, and that's too high up. We'll do the chase, car chase. There we go, right in the middle. Can you see the Corvette that's right behind us right here? He just kind of comes up and boom, slams right into us, takes his bumper out. Bumper goes flying. I get a 4 times and an off track. And I'm all like flustered right now. My tracking is not doing well during this period of time. I can't really see what's going on. And I think I get hit again somewhere over here. I'm trying to stay competitive even though, like, what is that? 6 cars just came past me. And I think we get hit again. So that set us up basically, I think 5 times or 6 times, because I had that other off track following that incident. We made it past this. I ended up going past that Jaguar there. No, actually I don't. Trying to see where I end up getting hit again. Gave him room, ample room, gave him the whole track. And that also is because my motion tracking was acting up. Funny enough, I have crowds on right now. Motion tracking is not really messing up right now. I am going to change the graphical setting with the textures back. Because maybe that played a role in this. All right. So I definitely wanted to see, like, if that first incident that happened was related to me at all. And it doesn't really appear so. Let's see. Let's look at the Pimax app. I really don't feel like this is a Pimax issue, though. I'm going to go to their device settings, HMD update, checking for updates. No update. Okay. And then I'm going to go to settings. There's always something with live streaming that goes wrong when you have, this many peripherals kind of plugged in all at the same time. I've definitely complicated my setup. Let's see. It says I'm up to date on Windows settings. So there wasn't an update there. Let me see if like Steam is running updates in the background. I don't see anything there. I don't know, guys. Definitely something I'm going to have to investigate. And let me look at my current state of my system right now through Task Manager and see if I can see like anything obvious. Safety rating went down 0.22. I rating went up like 6 points, which is nothing, but safety rating took a hit. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Let's go back into a practice session. I just want to look at Task Manager and see what's happening. There's 11 cars in this practice session. And for the heck of it, I'm going to choose a car that we were messing around with yesterday, which is the M4 GT3 Evo. That's when we had kind of everything working really, really well. I doubt it has anything to do with the car. That doesn't really make any sense, but put everything back to where it was. I really like that they're doing, like, at 17 times, you have to do a drive-through penalty. And at 25 times, that's when you get disqualified. It used to be at 17 times almost for every race session, except for the big endurance ones, like the 24-hour or the 6-hour. But at 17 times, you would normally get disqualified, and now they're doing, like, certain sessions are doing drive-through penalties. Like, come on.
Confounded face, confounded face, confounded face, confounded face, confounded face.
Yeah. Yep. Wasn't a good race session, but we did get a race done. Computer didn't turn off on me, so that issue's in the past, hopefully. Right? So we got to take the wins. We got to take the wins when we get them. We actually finished a race without the computer turning off. We did finish a race now without the internet turning off. That's what happened earlier stream. So we got a few wins there. And you know what? I do have Pimax on Discord. I am going to reach out to them and I'm going to let them know, like, my system and what are the most ideal settings with my motherboard, my GPU, my CPU, my RAM. What are the settings I should be using? Because, last night in Pimax, in their device settings, if you go to games, you can set image quality, which is like their renderer. I was at high. So I was at the highest amount. I did have dynamic foveated rendering on. I did have a lot of other things on. But we were running MSAA at 8 times. It looked absolutely sweet. It really did. I don't know what's going on today. Who knows?
Matching car and track data found in Sim Experience database. Profile modified.
No tracking issues so far. Let me put this on 90. I'm actually going to put this quad views on performance. Let's see. I'm gonna actually turn off GPU upscaling because we had that off when we really experienced the best quality. I'm gonna put everything like on super high. I want to see what's gonna happen here. Let's try this. Because this is how I had it last night, and even though we started today, it looked bad. What do we have to lose, right? All right, so let's get out of Iracing, and then we'll go back in. And I really think it may have to do with my stream settings, even though I lowered the settings way down. Last night we were... I don't know. This is bugging me. But I want to get in the car and I want to see like what's taking the most resources. Yeah, it looks like my GPU right now was pinged out at 100%, which is not bad. I mean, that means it's getting utilized, which is good. Right now it's at 45%, so it's using a lot of resources for the stream. And there are tools out there to like really tell your performance and your deficiencies as far as like CPU, GPU. I know iRacing has one, but there's good ones for VR, dedicated to VR, and you can kind of see what is taking the longest time to get that information back to you. We can definitely take a look at those. But I am super happy we actually got a race going. How awesome is that? We actually got one going. Even though it wasn't ideal, we actually got one going. So we got to take the wins when we got them. But I'm really, really pointing to OBS being the culprit right now. Oh, loading up as monitor. Let's quit out of there. I did not want the monitor to be running. Join back in. Open XR. And you know, we could even try Open VR and see, but that's Steam. And generally speaking, OpenXR has better performance than OpenVR. We experienced that with the Pimax Crystal Light headset. Very much so. I mean, it was a very big noticeable difference. I'm really not down to just throwing that headset on and trying it. I mean, throwing OpenVR on and trying it, but I'm not expecting much.
Sadie Panama. WSG.
Let's see. It's almost loaded, almost fully loaded. This
Sadie
one's taking a little bit
Panama.
longer.
I'm back the third time.
Thank you, Sadie. We actually finished the race, believe it or not. All right, let's try this one. All right, so... All right, this is absolutely weird. We're sitting at 86 frames per second. What? What is happening? We're sitting at 86 frames per second.
Matching car and track data found in...
We got 65 frames per second right now, and I have no artifacting on the screen. None.
Track's cooling down. It's now 70 degrees.
Right now, I have the headset running at higher settings, and it's running better. I turned off everything that should be improving performance, and it's running better. Let's go around the track. We're in the BMW, by the way. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but we're in the BMW. Much, much, much better. I turned off smart smoothing. I turned off everything related to any of that. I think what I'm theorizing is happening is my stream is using the same encoders that maybe some of the things that Pimax is tapping into to give you better performance is using at the same time as well. That's what my theory is. And that's why when I turn off all those safety nets, I'm actually experiencing better performance. Zero screen flickering. Zero. This is... Where did he go? He like disappeared. He went to the fourth dimension. It is running... Oh, now he's ahead of us. Okay. What? It's running beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. And I have the settings turned up. Alright, so we're going to go back to the pits. We're going to follow this ghost car that's ahead of us. I thought I did. This guy's bossy. We're at 65 frames per second. It feels good, though. I really don't know what to say. Everything looks good. Nothing has that shimmering sort of look to it. Let's go to VR. I do have foveated rendering still going. Graphics.
Okay, punch it.
Let's see what we have. That did turn off. So shader quality is on high. That doesn't need to be high. Put that on medium. Particles, medium.
Someone passes that for Mente 120, 5.9.
Simple shader. The shaders really do take a lot of resources. Post-processing, everything should be off. Shadow and lighting. This is wild. Guys, you have no idea. Like, my brain right now is kind of messed up. But the only thing, and hopefully this makes sense, but the one thing I could think of is that we're at 8 times MSAA.
I'm gonna have a shower, I'll be back.
Alrighty. So let's go to 4 times. Gonna shut this off. I'm like, my brain is melted. It's running so much better with all the safety nets turned off. And it really, it has to be that, right? I mean, there could be no, and I was completely at 100% GPU utilization. Memory was at, what is this? Like 60, 70%. Huh. I'm going to do another race. I'm doing another race. It starts in 2 minutes. We're doing another one. We're going to save this. We have to. I'm going to jump back in the Ford Mustang. Race is just about to start right now. I'm like, I'm stunned. But it has to be using that same chip. There's probably a chip that they're utilizing to get the smart smoothing, to get the rescaling of the video output. They're probably using the same chip that I'm using to actually stream off of. And that's probably my whole problem, is we're over impacting that chip. And I can't see on a per chip basis on the GPU what we're stressing out, but that's gotta be it. Norman, if you're still here, is what I'm saying making sense? Because that was incredible. Like, that looked like what I experienced last night. And it didn't happen until I turned off all the safety nets that are supposed to be doing reprojection and all that. That all of a sudden now I get better frame rate. I'm getting none of the like object popping up in my face, and tracking was perfect. Does any of that, I mean, what? I'm so confused right now, but I'm happy. We have, I mean, when is the answer ever, all right, my GPU seems to be struggling, make the game run harder? All right, we're in the race session's about to start any second. All right, IPD. Guys, we're hitting 90 frames per second right now. 90. Talk about...
And track data found in
Oh, we're looking at the seat.
Database. Profile modified.
We're at 82 frames per second. 83, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, so race session's about to begin. Tell me to get out. And what the heck, guys? All right. I mean, I feel like I need to make a post or something. I feel like I need to tell the world. If you're having Pimax related issues and you have like a higher end GPU, are you streaming and did you try making your GPU run harder? Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. My brain's like absolutely hurting right now. All right, so let's see how this race goes. Remember, last race we had, what was that, 10 incident points, and we qualified P4. We finished P11. Let's see if we can beat that this time. As long as everything runs smooth, as long as we don't start getting crazy tracking issues. Oh, but this feels so much better. It feels so one-to-one. It's crazy to like see the edges of my belts melt into the belts on the driver. We're hitting 90 frames per second. Guys, I'm like about to scream right now. Now, last race was, I mean, unless we start getting some bad tracking issues, what the heck? This is like transformative. I feel like I just installed a 5090. I'm wondering what the frame rate's going to be like when we're all gridding up, because this does not even remotely feel the same. Bubba Burger. $82 frames right there. We were struggling to hit 45 on that last race. What the heck? Oh my gosh. No, like pop-ups on the screen at all. Nothing. No artifacting whatsoever. All right, qualifying's about to start. I'm feeling driven now. We need like, I need some retribution music going on right now. I need to like feel like Sylvester Stallone right now. I'm gonna go run up a staircase somewhere. This is totally different. Still going off track. Cold tires, but I'm just excited. We can really take our time because we had a lot of time left over after that last session.
The track temps decreasing at 65 degrees.
Oh my gosh, you cannot believe how relieved I am and how happy I am that the answer was to put higher settings, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, here we go. Hopefully it looks good for you all. Here comes the first qualifying lap. Green flag is out. Time to get serious. Totally different experience. .123.466. That is much faster than I qualified for last race. I think that's like a 1.5 seconds faster. If I remember correctly, I think that's a full 1.5 seconds faster. What the heck? Here we go. Guys, are you still in the stream? Are you experiencing this? Hopefully, you all didn't leave thinking I was going to jump off.
Cars and coffees. Nice.
Jesse, we absolutely fixed it, bud. I don't know if you saw what the fix was, but my brain is like melting right now. I cannot believe it. Ugh. No artifacting on the screen at all. Nothing. Again, it must be, if you're just joining back in, what we experienced before has got to be a result of my stream. OBS stream is running on a specific chip in my GPU to manage the stream, and probably some of the reprojection and the processing effects to really like smoothen out. If you're having performance issues in iRacing, is probably running off that same chip, and we're probably overdoing that chip. So definitely want to make a video about this in case anyone else is having the issue. Looks like so far we are gridding P1. Hopefully we don't have any tracking issues while on track once all the cars start really getting there. But we have some of the same drivers from the last session in this one as well. Looks like everyone's done qualifying. We still have a minute left, but it says end of session, checkered flag. People are starting to put in their times right now. So a lot of people from the USA. This is the iRacing GT3 Regional Americas. There is the Asia one, and they're currently at Okayama. And then there's the Europe one. I forgot exactly what track they're at there. But it's pretty neat that they're splitting it up, and you can kind of determine where you want to go. 3 different series, get points in 3 different championships probably, or they may merge them into like one championship in the end. I'm not really sure how they're going to run that, but this is, I think it's really cool, especially with a lot of the new circuits they have now in iRacing. There's a lot of circuits that I'm not totally familiar with, that I need to learn. So it's kind of neat that we still have the choice to run iRacing in GT3 in a car that you like, possibly in a series that's running a track you're familiar with. You have basically 3 opportunities to get one. All right, here we go. All right, so we ended up qualifying P2 behind Rodriguez. We got the flag there is actually like right in front, so I can't see his name. But all I see is, all right, it's Jorge Rodriguez, or George Rodriguez, is P1 with a 123.237. I'm a 123.466. And then Charles Bryant is 123.612 right behind us. But we got a pole start, which is good.
The estimated SOF is 900. Pit road is closed right now.
Yeah, to go and call out the strength of field.
For opportunity.
I just want a nice safe race, and I want to finish in the top 5. Hopefully that's not too much to ask for. Making sure the stream's running good.
5 cars left to grid.
5 cars left to grid. Come on, guys. It's all fixed setup, so it's not like we really have to worry about that. All right. It looks like Jorge hasn't gridded yet. Hopefully it's not a ping-related thing, because that will be very frustrating to kind of race next to someone that's pinging out really bad. We're hitting 64 frames per second. So far, no artifacting, no tracking issues currently. So far, so good. Everything's looking really good. You see WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. See that Big nose of that Corvette behind us. Still waiting on 2 cars. Jorge has not gridded with us at all, so it looks like he may miss the start. We actually qualified P1. That'll be. Oh, there he goes. All right, there he goes. He's gonna be driving mid-pack. What are you talking about? I'm on the pole. So we are the number 11 car today. We're next to the number 6 car, Jorge Rodriguez in the Corvette. Again, these are the fixed setups. Excuse me. I did just have a little bit of a shake there, tracking wise. It was a little bit of a shake, but it was like for a moment and it came back. If it does that, I mean, I'm fine.
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you. How is the stream looking? Is everything, for the most part, lined up? Just watch. This is going to be the better race, but it's completely off. It's not like I can do much right now, but... Safety race for me, Brad Herring said. So he's making it known he wants to just get that safety rating up. I hear ya. I'm a little sweaty, so my cable has like a rubbery finish on it, just like most of the VR cables that are out there, and it is kind of sticking to my skin and pulling on the headset a little bit. Alright, besides that one little hiccup, we haven't had tracking issues just yet. Oh, he was waiting for some people to kind of go through. No hiccup there with tracking this time. So far, it's really, really smooth. It's actually almost disorienting from the last race that I was experiencing. My eyes are kind of like used to not being able to see where I'm going. It's like now it's like sensory overload in a way. Oh, a little slide there. Going too hard without enough heat in the tires. Already debris on track. I'm really trying not to turn it in too hard and cause the car to spin, because I feel like it's on the edge of wanting to with the tire temperature. There we go. We're still holding P2, guys. Really feel like I could place this car on the track in a natural way. And just look at last race and this one so far. With my driving ability, it's totally different. And that's because I'm not struggling to see where I am. I wasn't trail braking. And I was actually in 4th gear when I'm normally in 3rd. My mistake there. There we go. So Norman, like this, it's becoming a thing. As far as replacing my monitors, oh man, this is becoming that thing. But when you have issues, boy, do you have issues. And again, related to my system. This is not the fault of the headset, but in my setup, it's really my setup, not my system. Nothing's wrong with my computer. I really have a feeling it was just OBS is using a chip that Pimax was trying to use as well. But man, nice. Now I'm running like the fastest lap of the race. And I'm a lot more relaxed this race too. When it's working great, I mean, it's like you could just chill and do what you got to do. We lost a little time there. We'll catch him. I'm actually not totally interested in passing him because he's running super smooth. I almost feel like I'm training right now. I want to get my safety rating score back because we lost like 1/4 of a point the last race. Also, it's a beautiful Corvette to just look at. Tires are feeling really good too. Hopefully they don't fall off. So I am pushing them quite a bit harder than that last session because we are going faster. Woo, that was close. You definitely lost a little time there. Car ahead's 1.2 seconds ahead, and then Benjamin is 3.2 seconds back. Oh, something happened. I don't know why he's letting me ahead. Maybe he's gonna try to take the position back because he's a good driver. What the heck? Ah, I know. I was using him as a reference. That's quick. That's really quick. He's in a Mustang as well. That's Benjamin Leola. Remember I was talking about tires falling off? Now it's happening. It's getting out of my groove there. Come on, Crash. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me. Kidding me. I felt the tires starting to fall off too. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is not going to be good.
Right.
Whoa!
And I'm off.
Hey, Sadie. We were doing good, and then we just, I guess, lost the tires. Just pushing so hard. And we ended up spinning out and lost a bunch of positions. We were P2. We're now down to P6. And kind of struggling. Was doing really good. We had no, well, we had one incident point. Now we're back up to 5. I didn't want any because I was trying to get my safety rating back up. We were doing really good until we ended up losing our tires. So now I'm kind of driving it safe because it was kind of like driving on ice before. White flag is out. Thank goodness. But overall, I mean, the headset is performing so much better.
There's a wreck here. I think it's
Oh no! The blue CO6 GT3. You just see how my nose is like plowing now. We're just getting understeer city.
left side clear.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Darn, we ended up going P7. Still says P6. That's strange.
Very good job.
Maybe some cars crashed out before they finished? Yeah, it says P6. Okay. We finished just outside my goal of staying in the top 5. We were P2 for a long time. So if that guy didn't pass us, we would have been P5. We would have hit the goal. So we got real close. But either way, let me just tell you how much better of a race experience that was. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. We did have that racing incident once. We lost our tires. we did have that racing incident where we slid off track. And, you know, that's to be expected. And, you know, with really, I just bought the car today, so I didn't really have much other practice with it to really experience what the car feels like when you start losing the tires a little bit. And the last race didn't really count because I couldn't see what I was doing. But wow. So just to recap kind of what we experienced here, just horrible aliasing, blurry visuals, and tracking that was not working right? So that was kind of big issues that we had when we did the first race. Okay, so safety went up 0.050 point. That's to be expected. We ended up having, I think it was like 5 incident points there total. And then my I rating went up 33 points. Good. Okay, so between both races, we had a bump in I rating. We need to try to get that back. That has suffered quite a bit because when we were first having computer issues, my computer would shut off on me mid-race. And that would kill my I rating. Absolutely just drop it 100 and something points each race. So we went from, I was at like a 1300, 1200 I rating, which is not great. Now I'm like an 875. So we have a lot of work to get that back. But to go back to the headset. So first race, again, aliasing. When I was actually in the race itself, I mean, tracking was not following my head movement. So as I was driving, it was like watching an image that was shaking violently in front of my face. So anytime I moved, it wasn't in sync with my head at all. And it was extremely, I mean, normal people would have like pulled the headset off and said that they were getting extremely nauseous. It was extremely disorienting. I did my best. I fought through it. We ended up finishing, like towards the back of the pack, right? A bunch of incident points, 10 incident points. And that was kind of mixed between my fault and lap 1, we ended up getting like 6 incident points because we got crashed into, which wasn't my fault, even though we were still having the tracking issues. This race here, totally different. So we ended up qualifying P2 and we finished P6. We would have been closer if I had a little bit more experience with this car and the tires when they start falling off, because it was kind of a light switch. Car felt like I was on rails and I could really suck it into the apexes. And then all at once, those tires said, good night. That's it. You have no more grip. So, and that just comes with really knowing the car and practice. So I expect as we continue on in this series, we're going to get better and better with this car, or maybe other cars. Maybe we'll drive the BMW, which seems to be the safer bet. And, but I am now having a reliable headset that worked really well. That was an amazing racing experience. My eyes are nice and comfortable. They're nice and relaxed right now. They don't hurt or anything like that. And I felt like I was able to kind of like get in the mix and kind of fight a little bit. We avoided a few incidences, which was really cool. As far as like cars crashing around us. So overall, it was an amazing experience once the headset started working right. And in case you're having this issue where you're experiencing with a good GPU, good CPU, but you're having tons of issues, are you recording? Are you live streaming at the same time like we are? Because if you are, maybe take all the Pimax, and this would also go for Steam VR. Take all those like reprojection and rescaling and take all those out and just run it on high and see what it does just with nothing on it. Take all those post-processing sort of trickeries to try to fix your situation. Take all those out, just run it on high and see what it looks like. For me, it actually doubled in frame rate, was a much smoother experience. I had no artifacting across the screen, and it looked gorgeous. It looked absolutely, beautiful. So hopefully this helps someone out if you're experiencing something similar. Again, I have a feeling what NVIDIA GPU chip we're using to stream is, NVENC encoders, HVEC, AV1. We're using AV1 right now. Those are all based off the GPU. We're using that right now off the GPU. And I think a lot of those post-processing effects to fix your VR experience are running off that same chip. And I think we were just overtaxing that one chip. And it's not showing anywhere. There's no way to really test for that, encoder, that one specific encoder. So, maybe there is some software out there, but GPU utilization is just going to look high no matter what, right? All right, everyone. So I'm glad we actually got down and dirty and figured out what was going on and fixed my setup. So hopefully next time we jump in, we have the same experience still. Everyone, I'm Crash. This is RTA Motorsports. If you have any questions, anything of concern, or anything related to the Pimax Crystal Super, definitely leave them in the comment box below. Again, after the stream goes live in video, both the horizontal and vertical, I'm going to post up the affiliate links. If you're interested in one of these headsets, definitely click my link below. It's going to help me out a lot, so that way we could grow this channel and really try to get some more products in here for review. And also, if you please can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps out, kind of promote my channel into the algorithm. We kind of fell out of the algorithm there for a long time, and I'm still trying to get my channel back on track and back in the good graces of YouTube to actually show my content even when you click on my channel. Because for a while there, a lot of my videos weren't even showing up on my channel. So everyone, I'm happy to be here, happy to be doing what we're doing. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you all next time.